Hi warriors, welcome back to another episode of Soul Restoration. It's me, your girl, Dana. So today I kind of wanted to get into guilt, survivor's guilt, guilt in my day-to-day of being the one that made it out, just a whole lot of guilt, right? But also how I've been processing that and dealing with that, and how I kind of didn't let that overpower me, because guilt is that powerful. It has the ability to be crippling, and it would have been very crippling to me if I didn't kind of stand in that. I didn't have people that were kind of pushing me to not let that happen. So survivor's guilt is just basically the guilt of being the one to make it out of some sort of catastrophe, right? So the car accident, I feel present tense, because it's not a feeling that I don't think I'll ever get over, just being guilty that I made it out and three of my loved ones didn't. I don't know how to get over that. I don't know how to work. I know how to live with it. I know how to process it in my day-to-day, but it's never something that I'm going to be able to get over. It's just something that I'm going to be able to live better with as time goes by. For me, my guilt stems from the fact that we were headed home that night, but the place that we were to begin with, the destination, we were only there because of me. So if I didn't want to go visit my grandma or anything, or go to that side of the island, we would have never been where the accident occurred. So for me, it's just a lot of blame on myself because I wanted to go. We were there because of me, right? And everyone, they made their own decisions. They agreed to come, but there would have been nowhere to agree to, nowhere to have to go if I wasn't just persistent on being there. And I kind of replay that morning in my head a lot, and it's just I'm looking for some kind of hint that someone didn't want to go, and just something that I could have picked up on, but there wasn't. We all were having a great morning together before we went on the road. So it's just like, there's nothing I could have done. I know that. See, I say that and I know that, but that doesn't help my feeling of guilt, right? It's just something that, like I said, I kind of just learned to live better with. So survivor's guilt, being the one to make it out, that kind of happens, like I said, when catastrophes happen and you make that out. The guilt at first, it's like really hard to breathe. In general, it's a giant weight that I just carried the first 2 months out of after the accident. Just kind of crying and just asking, why me? Why did I make it? Like, why not them? And I can't, in my head, it's like I can list a million reasons why Jay, Chun, Danelia, anyone else should have made it out and not me, So it's just kind of, it was hard. It is hard because I can still list those reasons, and I've yet to find the point or the purpose of them having to go and me not. Sorry. This is going to be kind of an emotional video, hence why I didn't wear any makeup this time, right? If you stay ready, you got to get ready. But it's just never going to make sense to me, right? But those first couple of months, it was just, I couldn't do anything without that idea popping into my head. And like I said, it almost became crippling to the point where it's just like, I didn't want to do anything. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Like, breathing was the one thing, because it was on my chest so much that it's just, I didn't know what else to do. It's like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't. And then it was just the constant support of the people around me reminding me that, you have to keep going, And I say this, I'm gonna do everything in my abilities to live life for all of us. But sometimes it just doesn't seem like it's enough, and it just doesn't seem fair that they're not here. And it's something that I still question and I'm still struggling to deal with. Sorry. Nope. We're gonna try our best not to cry, guys. But like I said, stay ready, don't gotta get ready. But then I learned, so with the support of everyone around me, I kind of learned to lighten up on the guilt a little bit, because And it's the idea of knowing that, and any of them wouldn't want to see me miserable. I know that. Plenty of times I got the text messages, and every time I'm upset about something, they wouldn't want this for me, right? And that's the idea of how you kind of get rid of, not get rid of, but kind of get to chip away at that guilt a little bit, is the fact that the people that I am mourning and the people that I feel guilty for losing, they would want the best for me. And me being sad all the time, and me crying all the time, and me struggling because of some idea that I'm the reason why they're not here, they wouldn't want that. I know them well enough to say that. And that's the foundation of me learning to live with the guilt a little bit more. It's the idea just knowing that these people wouldn't want this for me, right? Talking about it always helps for me too. So that's another way that I kind of appease my guilt. That's why we're here, right? Talking about it and just saying that and hearing that, because one thing, saying things, writing them down, just manifesting that idea is always important in everything, but also, especially in the healing process, you have to allow that to come in. And I have to allow myself the ideas to not feel guilty. My biggest form of guilt stemmed from when I did find any moment of happiness or enjoyment. I went through, because it will come, it will come, those moments when that just, you can't help but enjoy. They'll be there. And my biggest thing was letting that in. The guilt was not allowing that to happen for me for such a long time, where every time that I caught myself laughing, I caught myself smiling, I caught myself doing anything that didn't relate to me being upset or me being sad or me just hurting for them, which that's always there though, but it was the idea of that not being at the forefront of my mind all the time. I felt guilty. I felt like if I wasn't sad and I wasn't thinking about them and I wasn't miserable mourning them, mourning my loved ones, if that wasn't the epitome of everything that I was doing, then I didn't deserve, it shouldn't have been that. It shouldn't be that way. That's what your guilt tells you, That's what my survivor's guilt told me. I shouldn't speak for everyone, but that's what my survivor's guilt told me, that if I wasn't missing them and I wasn't thinking about them and I wasn't just miserable without them at all times, then it was pointless. But that's not true. It's not true, it's not. And I mean, I still have to tell myself that every day, that I have to enjoy the moments that do come. I have to not even find it, because happiness is all around me. It's all there, but I have to enjoy those moments for them. When I see something that's just too funny, I'd be like, oh my God, Chen would laugh at this. Chen would love this. She would love this. When I hear a song that I know, because me and Jay's big thing is like music. When I hear like a song that comes out, I'm like, damn, Brody would have loved this, Now I'm gonna love it hard for the both of us. My little sister, when I see anything that just, any kind of sisterly interaction and I miss her and I want to cry, I'm just like, sending you love from above or something like that. I take those moments, and instead of being sad and being upset and guilty that they're not here to enjoy it with me, I make sure I dive into it even deeper. I enjoy it a million times more, because I'm doing it for all of us, right? But that was my big thing today, and I just really needed to get that off and get that out there about not letting guilt become so overpowering that you can't do anything, because there's so much that I have to do. There's so much that I want to do, and I want to do for me, I want to do for them, and I want to do for everyone around me, that it's just being guilty and having that stop me was not an option in the end. So I had to push. I had to get the ideas in my head about everything, and I just had to look at them, and I have to accept them, and I repeat them every day. I write them down. I got sticky notes all over my room saying these things, are constant reminders that guilt won't hold me back. All right. Thank you guys. And until next time, and it is hot out here, Okay, don't judge a sister. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Bye.